goats.
Freaked out by those rectangular pupils from hell? And that super rude chewing at your jacket sleeves? Or when they scream like people, like they're mocking you? Yes, you, madam? But these goats are gonna change your mind forever and ever. Yes, folks, it's the famous fainting goats of Tennessee. Here's what it's all about. Yep, these guys faint when surprised or frightened, much like a pale, swooning Victorian lady, but with a goat head and goat thoughts. I wanna chew on your brand new jacket. But no one, not even scientists who know everything, really knows why they're so darn fainty. Biologist Dr. Richard Browning, however, is different. This super brain examines unusual animal behavior. And let me tell you, these goats are certainly, probably more or less definitely unusual. In the grand scheme of animals, that is, that suddenly fall over like idiots.
They've been called fainting goats. They've been called stiff-legged goats. They've been called wooden goats.
Yeah, so what? At college, they called me frigid too. Whatever you call them, to reveal their freakish behavior, these goats have to be shocked. You know, not like, hey goat, guess what? They're making Back to the Future 4? I mean, like chasing them, shouting jihad, or, you know, some other topical hysteria. An animal's natural reaction to danger is to flee. But many of these goats just fall over like they got shot in a Tarantino movie.
More blood.
Usually within a few seconds, they'll get up and they'll take off.
The doctor is convinced the answer to this mystery is genetic. To explore his theory, he needs expert help. Professor Al, expert in genetic disorders. He's been studying a similar affliction in humans called myotonia.
Because we're here in Middle Tennessee, we decided it was only natural for us to determine if the myotonic goat had the same genetic basis as the human condition.
To test for myotonia, Al shaves a goat's leg to reveal the muscle, which feels weird for all of us. Awkward. Then he strikes it with a hammer. What?
There will be a strong contraction, which normally in a normal muscle would briefly dimple the muscle and then relax and restore the muscle to its normal smooth contour. In the myotonic goat, we'll see a persistent dimpling. So let's give it a try here.
So here we all are, just shaving goat legs and hitting them with hammers. But it does show that when they faint, that ain't no faint. They just stiffen up like old grandpa. Hey! They're not unconscious. In fact, some have been rumored to discuss the merits of 3D techniques used in Avatar while stiff there on the floor. But whatever, they're awake, not fainted, okay? And you'd think no one would have much use for a fainting goat other than to sell footage to TV networks for slow news weeks. But it actually turns out that farmers have come up with some pretty ingenious ways to benefit from fainting goats. For a start, shepherds used to keep them with their flocks of sheep, and if wolves attacked, the goat would fall over.
Oh, cool, guys. Goat instead of lamb.
It's now wolf meat, but it gave the lucky old sheep a chance to run away. And all those muscle contractions have another effect too. It's like a constant workout, so fainting goats are friggin' ripped. Ooh, they're muscly. Which explains why down in Tennessee, they're not just known as fainting goats, they're also called meat goats. Let's face it, however you look at it, you snooze or you lose.